James Gunn wants to go ahead and just fast track, the Batman Part 3. Matt Reeves is the Batman. So he can just go ahead and move on to Brave and the Bold and really just avoid the whole two Batman fiasco, right? Which kind of got people, into uproar when it was first announced. And then, now people are fussing because they were like, we have Superman, we have Supergirl, but we haven't got our Batman. So, so apparently this is a rumor, remind everybody. So take all rumors with just a little pinch of salt. All right. So let's get into it, man. So according to Daniel Rickman, one of the Hollywood Insider, the Brave and the Bold is not coming for years, he says. Instead, Gunn is pushing to get the Batman 3 out faster. He wants that trilogy over. He wants to move on. He doesn't want two Batmans. So, really interesting there. And, and in a sense, it makes sense, right? It does make sense, to just kind of avoid the whole fiasco. Well, James Gunn, who has kind of been, we haven't heard much from him here lately, and I get it. He's busy. We got the Man of Tomorrow coming out. He's ahead of a studio. He's got a lot on his plate, right? Well, James Gunn hits Threads today and just goes on a straight up just debunking mode about everything that's been rumored and talked about pretty much over the last couple of weeks here. I even did some videos talking about some of those things that they've even talked about. That's going to happen and what's happening and this and then that. Well, James Gunn just goes at it, right? So James Gunn first off starts with, one, just to get into another rumor, which I didn't take seriously whatsoever. They pretty much is Man of Tomorrow is going to get a new name, a new title, right? Which people are saying, same thing he did with Superman. Remember, it was Superman Legacy, and then it just became Superman, which I thought was a fitting change for sure. Well, James Gunn, here he goes. He's like, man, I gotta start just debunking these people, man. They're just going wild. Let me go ahead and stop some of this. So Gunn pretty much starts with the report saying that the movie to Superman Man of Tomorrow, explaining the Variety made a mistake. The filmmaker goes on to say, I try to avoid colognes, likely explaining why Superman Legacy became plain old Superman. He also reminds fans that Man of Tomorrow is not just a Superman movie, referring to Lex Luthor being the sequel's co-lead. I thought that was a fitting title, was just Man of Tomorrow. Like he said, it's not a Superman sequel. You are going to get Lex Luthor, a bigger role. I don't know how he could have a bigger role than what he had in Superman, but he apparently is going to be leading it. We're going to get a really world-threatening villain. I believe we are going to get Supergirl. Probably Lobos will show up. Of maybe a Wonder Woman. Who I think it's going to be more than just, of course, Superman, Lex Luthor, and versus Brainiac. Then, of course, Gunn denies these Batman rumors that I earlier just was talking about a few minutes ago, where he denies that, of course, we're waiting for the Batman 3 to be released before moving forward with the Brave and the Bold. So he hits back at these claims. I'm not fast tracking anything other than our scripts, currently getting ready to go into production. Then he goes on then he continues, and pretty much the rumor saying he doesn't want two Batmans on the screen at the same time. He just simply says incorrect. And then it was followed up with, of course, talking about Paradise Lost, which they said that they're going to quit Paradise Lost, which was going to be an HBO series based on the Amazonians and maybe the early days, maybe a young Diana Prince. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where they were going to go with that. However, the rumor was a few weeks back that they're just going to go ahead and scrap that, and they're just going to focus on Wonder Woman and getting that into production, and getting a script out for that as well. So he goes on to talk about, of course, Paradise Lost has been shelved. And of course, this says the frustrated filmmaker declared, definitely not. He said, Jesus. He goes, I go on threads. He goes, I go on threads for the first time in weeks, and it's just one insanely wrong thing after the other. He said, what is going on? I'm telling you, look, people are just coming up with theories, man, especially with social media. Everybody has a platform to kind of just give their ideas and their theories, and sometimes they're compelling enough to be spreaded as rumors, and it's really just in somebody's mind, really. So I do get that, where some of these do come from, but there are insiders who are close to some of the people who are close to these projects, and get a little bit of a scoop into what's really going on behind closed doors and stuff like that. But now, now he says, taking the break from debunking rumors for a moment, Gunn said that Man of Tomorrow, a couple of months out, and I've already storyboarded almost the entire film. All of the real work is now. Before starting production, the more I do now, the less I have to do shooting and in post. So, Man of Tomorrow coming, Supergirl. We got Supergirl coming next. I'm super excited for Lanterns. Anybody who's been following me and watching my channel, you guys know I'm super stoked for Lanterns. Clayface is another one. I think is going to be really good and it's going to surprise some folks, especially with Mike Flanagan involved. A top creator in the business right now. So I think DC's cooking, man. DC's cooking. But it's really funny, man. James Gunn he's like, man, he goes, I haven't been on thread for weeks, and then I come on and everybody's just talking about this and it's talking about that, and he's just like, you guys are all fucking wrong. He's just like, just shut the fuck up. But man, come on, man. We're nerds, man. This is the shit that we talk about, we theorize, and but ah, but what do you guys think of this, man? Pretty funny stuff. Pretty funny stuff. Do you guys think there's anything to these rumors, and he's just kind of just trying to go ahead and just get the smoke out, just so people just don't go crazy, or do you think it's just all bullshit people have come up with? But let me know what you guys think down below. And if you haven't got a chance to subscribe to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe to The Real G for more content, and then like the video. I really appreciate it, man.